America.com and the director of the Houston Comedy Film Festival. Our last event of the year, Houston Comedy Film Festival Fall 2022, is coming up on November the 12th at the 14 Pews Theater. We're going to show all kinds of content that is intended to make you laugh. Everything from funny music videos to series episodes, mockumentary films, romantic comedy, dark comedy, horror comedy, sketch comedy, stand-up comedy, you name it. We're going to screen it. Like I said, the intention is to make you laugh. All the items that we're going to be screening are 30 minutes or less, and you're probably looking at, about a 4-hour screening block of films. It's going to be a lot of fun. We also focus on the films of tomorrow, and we're going to talk to a screenwriter who has been nominated for the Best Horror Comedy Screenplay Award, and that's Mr. Matt Walsh. How you doing, Matt?
I'm great. Thank you for having me, Michael.
Thank you for joining me. The judges are impressed with your writing. They really like this story. Horror comedy is very popular, probably one of the most popular genres among judges at almost every festival we have. It works in Oregon Screams Horror Film Festival. It works in our comedy festivals. Horror comedy is just one of those things that the judges fight to watch first, and you did a good job with this one. Can you tell us what this screenplay is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's my script called Jurassic Ghost. It's a very tongue-in-cheek comedy horror film about a story about a high school kid who's very shy. His name is Nick, and he lives in a small fictitious town in Montana that has a paleontology college. And throughout the story, we have elements of like bullying, class disparity, politics, religion, love. All the while, the spirit of T-Rex comes to life and starts terrorizing the town and killing people in very unique ways. Before eventually our core group of heroes band together and are able to outsmart the T-Rex spirit and save the day. So, very short synopsis.
I like it. And why did you create this film? Or screenplay? Why did you create this?
It started as a conversation with coworkers. We were just late night working together, and we started talking about horror movies and how it feels like something's been made about everything. And we spent a couple hours just trying to come up with a unique idea that has never been on screen before. And we eventually landed on a ghost dinosaur movie. And so right then and there, I kind of drafted a core concept, and they loved it, thought it was hilarious. And so then I went home, wrote a script, and so far everyone just loves it. I couldn't really take it seriously, so obviously that's where the horror and the comedy part comes into play, because I just thought it was very interesting to do a ghost dinosaur and all the ways the T-Rex could basically kill people. So I've kind of solved some of like the, how they use their tiny hands, and how would a ghost dinosaur move and squish people or eat people. And so those are all sort of elements that I put into the script, and seem to be part of the things that people love.
The whole thing's just silly, man. It's funny, and it's stuff you don't think of.
It absolutely is. Don't take it seriously, and you'll enjoy it 100%. So that's what I say.
I think you can go so many ways with this screenplay. I mean, it's one thing to do live action. Everyone knows live action's expensive. I could even see this being stop motion. Like I could just see so many things creatively in your head when you're writing this. Are you envisioning like actors? Are you envisioning? Is there something in your mind? Or are you kind of making this like blank slate so that a production company can have the versatility to go with it? Like where are you at when you're writing this? What are you envisioning in your mind?
That's a fantastic question, because I think every screenwriter who is undiscovered and wants to make screenwriting a career, you kind of teeter on that. So, that is a great question. Do you be too specific and risk possibly alienating a potential producer or director, or are you too broad and again face the same issue? For me, I kind of wanted to play on the tropes of stereotypical kind of horror films. So I wanted to just keep some blank slates for kind of like the rich elitist D-bag person, but I also wanted to open it up for diversity. Like there's a Native American Indian crow character in there, so I thought that was a great opportunity to kind of show some different cultures and kind of flex that muscle, so to speak, and get that exposure that, you know, we're absolutely looking for, I think, in a lot of the films that we watch. So I kind of, a few characters I wrote a little specific, but for the most part I was somewhat vague, that I think it would be an attractive, you know, casting for anybody who's just looking to flex some artistic acting muscles. I think for me, the main idea here is the kind of the gratuitous violence horror of like a ghost dinosaur. So some good special effects, I think, would go a long way, and that's what I'm hopeful to see one day.
All right, so here's the question: you gonna try to put together a team and make this thing, or are you just trying to sell it to a future production company?
I would absolutely love to sell this to a production company. In the interim, if that's not something that can happen naturally,
no problem, Matthew. I'll have to sign off, buddy, unless you can try signing off and signing back in. He says, I'm so sorry, everyone. All right, Matthew, we'll catch up with you later, buddy. Well, I guess that's all we heard from Matthew. Well, it happens. So, all right, everybody. Well, we'll see you around. Hopefully, you'll be at the Houston Comedy Film Festival. And that was one of our screenwriters having a little tech problem. I'll go ahead and cut it here.